Hello, this is Sharon from the Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Refuge Environmental Education Center in Alviso. This presentation will provide an overview of the key components of the field trip activity you were assigned to lead for the Wetland Round of Field Trip program. On the day of your field trip, we will provide you with a laminated copy of the script and all of the equipment and materials you need to lead that activity. Let's get started with our activity review. This is the only activity you will be leading on the day of your field trip. You'll be leading this activity 4 to 5 times. This presentation will guide you through the following components of your activity: an overview of how to use a script, overview, equipment, location, setup, procedure, and tips and tricks. Once you have reviewed this presentation in its entirety, you can click on the hyperlinks to get back to a page you might want to review it in further detail. Let's review the components of the script. On the first page, you will find the name and overview of the activity, key objectives, a timeline, how this activity relates to the refuge's resources, and a list of materials provided by the refuge. On the second page, you will find background information. This information is a reference for you. On the day of your field trip, you do not read the information to the students, however, for you to use as needed. The activity script starts on the third page. The activity script is written do, read, ask teaching format and is set up to be followed exactly. On the day of your field trip, you may find that you may want to use the script the entire day. That is great too. It is up to you and your comfort level. The script is a guide, and refuge staff and interns will be available for additional assistance as needed. In this activity, students will learn about the adaptations of different types of birds on the refuge. Students determine what and where birds eat based on their physical adaptations. In the room, you will find 5 tongs, 5 tweezers, 5 eyedroppers, 5 spoons, 6 cups, 5 bird feed specimen sets, 5 habitat displays, 5 photos of habitats, 5 habitat clue cards, 5 pictures of the specimen's birds, 6 laminated data sheets with clipboards, 6 dry erase markers, 1 large reference data sheets on the whiteboard, numbered signs 1 to 5 for each habitat, 1 habitat reference poster, and 1 tool reference poster. Beaks and Eats is set up in the auditorium. The refuge staff will have it preset before you arrive. When you arrive, familiarize yourself with the room, setup, and equipment. First, have the children sit on the carpet close to the reference posters and introduce the 5 different habitats, then read the clue cards on each table. Introduce the tongs, spoons, eyedroppers, and tweezers to the students using the poster of tools. Organize 5 groups of 2 to 3 students and allow students to determine which tool works best at each station. Have them fill out the data sheet. Groups will spend 1 to 2 minutes at each station. Next, have the students sit back on the carpet facing resource posters, and have students name out the worst and best tool option for each station. Then, each group will get 1 set of feet and beaks. Groups will use the data available to decide which habitats the bird would be the most successful. It is okay if the students don't get the right answers, but it is important that they have a reason why that bird belongs in that habitat for the reports out section. Finally, have each group report, describe, and explain why the bird will be successful in the chosen habitat. Most importantly, allow only 1 to 2 minutes per feeding station to keep the students moving through the stations. Ask the parent who is keeping time to call out when 1 or 2 minutes has passed, so that the students know when to move to the next feeding station. Students may ask if we killed taxidermy specimens. Please share with them that no, we did not. The refuge staff found all of the birds freshly dead, and we preserved them so we could share the samples with students. You can imagine that this work took a couple of years to find all of our specimens. Ask another parent to help to keep time during this activity. Thank you for reviewing your activity prior to your field trip. Don't forget to review your activity script. Please reach out if you have questions. We look forward to seeing you, and we hope you enjoy your time on the refuge.